Yo, 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 yo. All right, let's make a scene. So I have this kind of concept, kind of very roughly sketched out this composition idea. And I'm really kind of a fan of keeping something like in the far corner of a shot, kind of like that. And in this case, I have the asset that I'm trying to design here of the car, and I just took some of these kind of, what do you call it, like the body, or like I don't know what this actual part is called, but like this stuff that wraps around the actual kind of important engine bits and stuff. So I just brought them in and kind of separated them and hooked them up to these like dead ass simple cubes. They don't even have a material, but I think it kind of works for this. And it's just hanging here through suspension, and I got this simple ground and a 3-point light setup, and that's kind of all that we're gonna go off. And I think I don't really have a clear idea of what I'm going for. I just want to create this cool composition, and I think I want to have a lot of foreground elements and things kind of covering, like really focusing on a good composition is probably the goal with this shot. There's an issue though, like there's quite a bit of space between the car and this. Like this would have to be like a massive garage or something to fit this all in there. I might like have to move closer and like do that. I don't know if I like that as much though. Maybe that's kind of cool. Maybe like having this, because I'm using the panoramic lens, so we're getting some nice distortion type stuff going. That's pretty cool actually. I like seeing the curvature of the ground. That's a nice little touch. Yeah, this kind of bend. I'm not sure if that's the style I'm going for, like the feel. It feels kind of fat in a way. Like it looks very chunky compared to here. It looks like this kind of looks more like professional, if that makes sense. This is more kind of, yeah, put a camera there, even has lens distortion. And I'm not sure if that's kind of like the look I'm going for. Got this guy in here too. He is chilling. Why is he so weird? Does he have a weird material? No? He's, oh, what? He's getting like these weird sparks and stuff. Huh. Why? What if I... Huh, that's so weird. That's extremely weird. I think I'll just get rid of him, because I already have kind of the basic scale in mind. So I think something like this could probably work. I want to kind of fit this into like maybe a big garage, or like more of a not like a public garage, but a personal one, where they're working and designing this thing. But I still want to keep it minimalistic, so there is going to be quite a bit of experimenting today. And I'm just going to zoom in maybe, because I don't want these cables to be visible. But I just want them to kind of go off frame. Can I do that? Can I select them maybe? Yeah, like that. And that one. Okay, edit mode. And I will bring them up, and maybe I'll scale them to be even too. Oh wait, no, they are diverging off frame. This is just, has to be higher, like that. And I am noticing that this part is not visible because there's no light like getting to it. So I might have to put something like this, so we can see this part I think that looks better. I think that looks a lot better when you don't see a lot of that. Maybe we can bring it down a little bit. 10. That looks a lot better. Maybe I want to see this curve here. Okay, we do that. Okay, good. I think this lighting is very unique. More interesting. It's kind of dangerous having that light here because these are just getting randomly lit up. So maybe this. I don't want to have this white bit there. I think it looks a little off. Not really helping. Yeah, we might have to move it up. Like so. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna have to get a proper asphalt material or concrete or something. And also, I need to enable screencast keys because I always forget. Like, come on, please, maker of screencast keys, just make this be available. Maybe I could go into the files and just do something in there. That shouldn't be too hard. Just making sure this is automatically on. Okay, so textures.com as always. And what material are we looking at today? Concrete, of course, so maybe we'll search for it. And I'm thinking something pretty minimal. Not very grunged up. We might have to look at reference, or we have to look at reference. That's like the key to life. I kind of like that vibe. Like minus the windows and lights and that. And it would be pretty nice if it would be seamless. Kind of like this. That's not seamless, but I think we could probably make it work. Maybe we'll have to get a new texture. That's fun. I've already downloaded Endless Supply, so I rarely do. Textures.com. Concrete. What can I get today? And I'm looking for an image texture. Okay. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Right off. Do I already have this? No, I don't. Or I have a lower version. I'll purchase the extra large because we are... I don't know why. I really don't have a reason. Other than to get rid of these points that are just not doing anything. Maybe we can find something better. That's too much. I want it to be simple. I'm looking for this quite specific, like that kind of worn down flat concrete. Ooh. This one still has these like tiles that the other one had. Alright, that's better. That one is better. We'll get the large. That's it. Just kidding. Yeah, I thought that was a little too soon. Okay. I like that. This is good. That one is good. I might get like a vertical one so I can repeat it. Because I'm thinking to use that for like the walls. Get a medium. I think that's pretty good. Let's get another grunge. Grunge is always nice. And we'll have these be small. What more? I think I have that one. No? It's not interesting enough. Okay. I think that's pretty good. We will... Ooh, this one. Ka-ching. Alright, let's move these from the downloads to the texture assets. Because we gotta be... Oh, that's images. We gotta go textures.com. Gotta keep us organized. Alright. Amazing. So, we will bring in this guy. I do reckon. Alright, yeah, that's good. That's what I'm looking for. Now, I hate low camera angles. I like them, but I hate them in this case. We need a higher quality because the bump ain't doing it. What was the... Was it... Which one was it? Was it this one? Oh my god. It's the Concrete 47. I'll just copy the name and paste it in there. There it is. And we'll get the highest one. Extra large should be enough, I would feel. Okay. Why am I doing that? I should just hit Control X. Yeah, I don't want to be right-clicking and doing stuff that's kind of a waste of time. I don't know why I do that. Okay. This one better be better. I think it should be fine. Okay, the bump is still looking like shit. But yeah, why is it looking that... Oh, but that's because we're like stretching this image like crazy. Control A, apply the scale. We'll get a correct projection. We'll do something like that, I think. Now it should be fine. It's not great, but I think we can use a color ramp to... Wait, I have another idea. There's a little bit of a tip. So you can set the linear to be closest, I think. And now they're gonna be bumping at a pixel level. So you kind of get that extra detail. I mean, you don't see bump detail at all here. It's all just blue. I don't think that actually works very well for this. For some reason. Okay. But we can see that this pattern, like, we can just replace this with a simple noise. We only need like these random bits maybe. But like kind of this. This is pretty good. And then we will take another bump map and a noise texture. And we'll plug this into the normal. Okay, and plug the object in there. And we can get this infinite detail by maybe increasing the roughness and distortion a little bit. Just a tad little bit, you know. Maybe not the roughness. Okay. Let's see how this is looking. It's pretty dark. Let's go into the brightness. Okay. Too much. Too small. 500. I think. And, yeah. Should bring down the strength of that. And what we can do if we want to be real funny, this is like just the same thing over and over and over again. So we can use this noise texture and just making it a little bit smaller, like let's do 25, like, or sorry, bigger. So we get this very, maybe 5 even. Yeah. So if we look at that through the color ramp or the factor, we can plug that into the strength. And now we will get variation in the strength. Amazing. So maybe I want more roughness here, I think. And maybe even more distortion and a larger scale. I think that's fine. Okay. Let's save. What do we have here? Alright, we're getting kind of a roughness effect, which is cool. I think I want to add a color ramp here and make it so it's never like 1 and it's never totally gone. I think that's pretty good. Okay. And what does this really add? I think I want this to have more effect. That's too much. Yeah, that's just way too much. It's kind of like engraving itself into the ground. So I think I want to invert that so it's kind of like pebbles or something sticking out. So you get a small bit of variation. Okay. That's alright. And I think concrete has a specular value of like 1 point, or no, 0.1 or something like that. It's pretty low. And we can go nuts on the specular roughness. What am I saying today? Alright, I think we want to have another roughness map. And I'll go find a pretty high quality, pretty high detail. Maybe, I don't know what would fit like for this. Maybe that. That's small though. I mean, all of these are small. This is like, I used to use this all the time before. I just don't think it has enough fidelity. Maybe I could be wrong. Okay, so we'll tweak this a little bit, just a little bit. All right, what's going on here? Okay. Is it any good? Or is it bad? That's the question. Oh, that's bad. Is it? I don't even know. Yeah, that's bad. I think it's too wet. I don't think it should be that high. Something like that, I think, is fine. And see if we can do something fun with the color here. Maybe like add some extra contrast. We don't want to be too intense with it. Proceeds to be very intense with it. It's not great. It's not great. It's all very like flat. And I think the bump is kind of ruining everything a little bit, as it's creating a bunch of noise. And it's, you know, hard to render. I think I might want to scale this a little bit, like 5, because we want more fidelity. Like that, maybe. Okay, I kind of like this. Bring it down a little bit, just a tad bit. And what does the bump do now? All right, yeah, the bump is completely strong. Too much. What? So I will bring that down. Maybe even add some contrast. Maybe I'll also make it 5.0.05. Okay. But that's not... Okay, we want to change this noise texture. I don't know. I don't know. I think we want to, yeah, add a contrast to this too. So it's a little more like this looks very soft. Maybe bringing that up and adding the contrast here. So we get more of a pattern almost. 300. Maybe it's the roughness that's messing stuff up. Could be. I might do this. Wait. Like that. We get like a small bit of flare. But that should be like super subtle. Just like a few pixels only. And I'll copy that over there. It's not amazing. We'll get back to it later, I think. Might change. I might just plug this into the specular too and cap it at like 200 and like 0.3. Oh, right. That should give us some more detail to work with. Maybe I'll even plug that in here. All right. So we need to start thinking about the scene design. It should be concrete. Like, what would look good here? I think we should throw up a wall or something. Oh, like that. That looks cool. I dig that. I was gonna use the other wall texture. Let's call this wall. We'll see which one is the best. It's that one. Okay, this one is mucho intense. I think this is pretty good actually. I think that would work. Okay. Might scale it down a little bit. But this is like way too simplistic for my liking. Just trying to line this up with like the center. So it's straight, and I'll do the same with this one. Like that. No, that's not the center. That's the center. Like that. To get this line here. Oh, we might have to scale a little bit. Yeah. Might have to move it further back. Maybe not. Maybe yes. We will never know. Okay, and what happens if we would put some sort of element like here? And I think we'll just make some sort of pillar. Control A, apply scale, cube project. The regular stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm not liking this. This is all just concrete, like brutalist stuff. It might look cool, but like we would have to go crazy on the texturing. I think it's too intense. It's just too much. I think we should tune it down a little bit. Make it more polished. Definitely for the walls. I mean, that's too much, obviously, but I just wonder what sort of stuff I want to have in the scene. Because, like, a pillar is kind of boring, I think. And I want some... I don't even know what camera move I want. I just kind of hit record and had no plan whatsoever. But I think that's kind of fun too, just kind of experimenting around. Because that's something you gotta do sometimes. Maybe you want to have some like cool shadows on the wall like that. But let's remember this is a garage. So I think we need to kind of keep some realism intact. So the walls can't be too high. Like this is maybe enough. Gonna see the wall. Okay. And we need to line the seams up. Like that. And we might just add some... Oh, I already have that. Very high contrast. I like to work in high contrast, very high contrast, because I add contrast and, you know, color and stuff like that in post. So if I work like this, I'm not really gonna see how the final is gonna look. I feel like this gives me a more accurate kind of representation of how it's gonna look. And if you don't do compositing, you should always have like high contrast or very high contrast, because filmic is like, this is not realistic. Okay. I'm kind of bothered because these aren't lining up. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not enough, as we can see. That's good. That is good. And let's have a look at garages. Some car garage mechanic, whatever. Okay. I kind of like, I like these guys here. Like keeping the car, I don't know, like on this little thing. Or like, yeah, these type of pillars. Like going nuts on like the detail of those. Like all the little crevices and like little folds and whatever in the metal. I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so what type of... We got this ceiling here. We got some markings. Okay. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I like this kind of... whatever that type of ceiling is. Like scaffolding metal or something. Okay. This is kind of more what I'm looking for. Or what we have, at least. Or is that just a normal garage? I'm not quite sure. Load, please. That would be pretty nice. But no. Okay, here we have a game. Garage simulator. Interesting. Yeah, so I think we might want to make something like this. I noticed these are pretty big though. Kind of like this vibe too. Oh, this is good. We get a lot of information through this picture. We can load some higher quality today. Oh, it's out of focus. Get that. This is interesting. That's like even a good composition. Good job, guy who took photo. I like that floor. It's nothing compared to what we have here. I kind of like this too, to be honest. Like really over the top. Like brutalist type deal. But we need something extra because this looks, it just looks very lazy. Like this is the most simple thing ever. I think we just need to decrease contrast again. Okay. We'll add back the bump. No, we won't. We will tweak this until it's good. I mean, is that good? I honestly don't know. Like, I think that's pretty good. I think out of focus, it just looks kind of boring. But that's how it's supposed to be then. And we need a splotch of color, something. Something to give us hope or whatever. We might have a door in here. That's kind of interesting. But I kind of just want to not fill the space. Because I want all focus to be directed there. And we could just make this a very realistic piece of concrete room. Like, how does that look? Concrete room. Like art or something. Or maybe like brutalistic or something. Brutalist. How is the keyboard going today? Why is everything so slow today? Okay. Yes. Yes, please. Good that is. They got a door, but they got some more stuff going on. There's a game to render. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Maybe we could do some like cool motion graphics, like bending and particle stuff going on here, like Houdini type stuff. That could be cool. That is cool. That is cool. No ground, that is cool. The ground is ruining stuff. It's brightening this part up. We're gonna do some cheating, and we're gonna have a transparent. Do the mixing, lights path, camera ray, and switch them. It's gonna look a little weird though. So we might need to mix these two together. Okay, here we can change basically how like big impact this ground has. Okay. We still want this here. I think this is better. We are diverging from reality though. But I think it's for the better. I think that's pretty good. Do I like that? Kind of gives us some sense of scale. One thing I do like is this guy. The little cable strips going on. That is good. What else? This is an interesting building. Oh, a lamp. Or like one of those like box building thingies. The small whatever stuff. Point light. Use the nodes. What did I do? IES texture, of course. External, plug it into the strength. And where will I find these guys? There it is. And let's try this guy. And he has to be a little bit smaller. Okay. Nah, it's spreading too much. It should be more spotlight. Display, this is the best one, but for some reason it's not there. Like, oh, never mind. It is there, but you have to search for it or something. Interesting. Yes, very good. Okay, and just decrease the power. Can I mix this with something? Okay, I can affect that. I just want like a normal strength. Like if I do white and increase the power, it's normal. Okay. That's cool. So I need to do like 5 here, maybe 10. So I can kind of mix it together with the normal. Okay, this is, we have the opposite problem now. It's too much spotlight. Okay, I think we just need to find a better, yes. Kind of a mix. Define the diffuse spot. Yes. Okay, this one is not as intense. I think that's good. That is good. Yes. Good that is. Red. Ooh. But yes, maybe. Actually, maybe. What if I do some crazy stuff here? What if I make all of these red? Uh-huh. Bet you didn't think of that. And red. Whoa. Right? We're getting tons of ugly artifacts from changing the color. I don't really get that. Look at that. Just look at it. Just look at that. I think I kind of like some lime orange. Lime. What am I talking about? Like, for real, what am I talking about? Lime orange? Like, am I going insane or something? Like, I feel like I'm always, like, thinking of a color and then saying the opposite thing. Or like, yeah, I'm gonna adjust the ceiling, but it's the wall. But it's the floor. I did it again. Alright, but this looks pretty cool. I think it might be too much. And I might want to keep the color scheme I'm going for. I hate the blue and teal and orange. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Purple. Purple and yellow is pretty good. Or like orange. They're pretty similar though. It's a pain changing all these at once. I can't link them because they're like different strengths. Okay. Purple 2. Nah, I don't really like this. This is pretty awful. Oh, wow. I'm getting like Batman vibes from this, which is totally acceptable. I will take that. Let's try the teal and orange because we need to. Because that's kind of the color scheme I have for some reason. They're blending together, which is like annoying. So I don't want that. Okay, we might have to remove this. Oh wait, I have an idea. Do I? Yes, I do. So this is generating a bunch of just issues. Because light will have to bounce here, bounce up to this wall, and then bounce back, and then do blah blah. Alright? A bunch of extra calculations. But if this would not be here, it would bounce up and then into the distance, and then, you know, it's done. So if we can remove this but still keep it, we're just going to do the exact same thing as we did for this concrete there. So we are going to use, I'm just going to copy this setup. Copy, paste. Awesome. Mix shader. And this goes in there, and this goes in there, and that is already in there. Okay. So, see, we need to switch those, I guess. Okay. So we'll do a test. If I have an area light pointing right up in the ceiling, and I'm just going to change this red to red, and I'm going to make this the only light source. Okay. And get rid of that. So I don't think it's working at the moment. Because now it's about, you see that looks pretty cool though, but it's getting, you know, it's very hard to calculate these bounces. So if I change that to be 0, it's not doing any bounces, but it's not even like emitting anything. It's not bouncing stuff either. So I think we can just plug that right in because I don't care. All right. And now if we bring back those lights, it's going to be a little bit easier to render. And that's always good. Okay. This looks cool. I like it. That's great. Amazing. Awesome. Not sure if I'm liking this. It's just so out of place. I think we need to like color match it. Blue? Fuck yeah. Hello. Yes, please. Yes, that is acceptable. I just want to compare this to that. Ugh. Awful. Ew. Gee, nah. Very high contrast. Yes, good. Very good. But we have this orange thing here. No, not acceptable either. Okay. Okay. Wait, I just got an idea. Okay. Look at this. Spotlight pointed at the wall. Use nodes too. Crazy. Image into the color. Okay. Caustics. Yep. And then Control T and using the normal. Like what? Like what? Like what? Alright, and radius to 0. And we need to do some weird shit too. It's like, you know, I hate this. Wait, we do clip, I believe. Then we just need to take this, not rotate it. We need to like change the location. Okay, yeah. Like that. We have caustics. Amazing. So we can change kind of where we want this in the blend. I was thinking we could probably get some like cool effects through this. I'm not really sure. If you didn't know that, that's I think it's a cool thing to know, like how to project stuff using spotlights. We could just change this color to kind of match. It's not really fitting into the scene. I don't really know how to incorporate it. You could probably place it next to the car. Like, oh, it's getting caustics and stuff. But it doesn't really work like that. Maybe we could have it shoot up like behind. But we're gonna have to change that. Box? Could we do box and blend? And repeat? I think we can. Okay. Okay. This looks sick. I think I know what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna hang lights, or like, because you can't just have random lights coming from nowhere. So we're gonna create like these light stands, like this. I'm not gonna do it right now. You get what I mean. I think I have some downloaded models actually on the studio asset I put up. So we're gonna use those, place them around the scene to get more visual interest, and I think we need to have some moving caustics made. We might even have to do some cool Houdini effects if I want to do that. I don't know, maybe. And we are 45 minutes into this just jam session or whatever. Alright, okay. What are we doing? We are going into the assets. It's one of these. Studio. Oh, look at that. We have Spider-Man too. We have Spider-Man. Load already. God damn it. Okay. And what focal length are we working on? 45. 45. But we could probably start making some cables while it's loading. I don't have any of those like type of assets, like these things, like connecting kind of cables into power whatevers. So I think that could be like pretty cool to have. And I'm just trying to see what would be like a good way. I think we can use. I'm not sure if we should use curves or not, because curves are kind of annoying. They just are. We might just do something like this. Is that the shape? Yeah. And then beveling them later. But now we kind of have that basic thing going. Create a couple of them like that. How many are there? 2. Okay, fine, that works. And just extend those guys. Maybe not the best way, but I think that should work. And maybe bevel these 2. Control Shift B. And now we do the cool stuff. Wait, I'm gonna wait with beveling. Beveling, you need to be careful with that, because when you're done that, you're done for. Like, you cannot change that. Okay, skin modifier, edit mode, Control A. What is up? Wait. That's why. That's annoying. Okay, we'll delete this guy. But what is happening here? Bevel? Bevel does fix that. We might do this. Bevel. Bevel, bevel. No, bevel don't work. Okay. We'll just have to bevel these now. Control Shift B. It's not the biggest deal. Yeah, and then subdivision surface afterwards. Shade smooth. Smooth shading. I think they should be a little bit thinner. Control A scale. Okay, that's cool. Cool is that. And they could probably power the light too, because that's amazing. Cool. Okay, they just kind of diverge there. Maybe we'll have them be all sneaky and go up here. So that's what we kind of do in real life, like trying to match it with seams and have it like, I don't know, like listings. Is that what it's called? I don't think so. I think that's not what it's called at all. I think that's like wrong. Okay, just have it running. There. And now we'll get a cool little edge detail as well. Save, and we need to duplicate. and adjust. I'm not sure if I like that. Okay. I like the not perfect stuff, the unperfectness, the imperfections of the reference. Like how these weren't really that amazing. Yeah. These are pretty thick. Just, you know, letting you know. They are pretty thick. In a bad way. So, let's... Oh, we could probably scale them individually too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And let's add some bevelly bevels. Gotta imperfect them. Like these small little changes, they do add a lot. Like they really do. The stuff you don't notice is the best stuff. That's kind of like, I've kind of learned that like from the past few weeks. Like I used to, that was not how I used to do things before. I was like, if you don't see it, don't do it. Or maybe that's the wrong, but like adding, or you kind of, it's kind of hard to do. Like you want to add detail to the stuff. Like you want to add small details that will like actually make a difference in the end, but even though the difference will be very small. Like you don't want to add stuff that's not visible, that's like not going to be visible at all, obviously. But you want to add, you don't want to miss the details like small screws and things like that you might think, hey, you're not going to notice that because you don't actively do. Like these little wires, I don't know, like imperfections in these wires, I want to bend them a little bit. But that's something you like, that kind of like combines together and makes everything more realistic, like in the end. All right, how is our scene loading? Oh, all right. Well, I think I might know why. Maybe not. Assets, right. This is not backed up. I recently restarted like my Google Drive because I have everything on Google Drive. So all of this stuff like got uploaded to the cloud only, so it's not like on my computer at the moment. So I just need to check that file because it wasn't like, you need to recheck the stuff you want to have on your computer, and I hadn't checked the assets file folder, whatever. Okay, let's see how this is looking. Okay. 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 Yes. We don't see these cables. But we need to see those cables because they're too cool to not be seen. Wow, that looks very interesting. That pattern. Thinking how we can make this even cooler. Moving further away. It's a lot of experimenting. Further away and zooming into. No, definitely not. That did not make it cooler. This is top coolness that we have right now. I think just having it here might just be enough, honestly. Might add just a tad bit of fill light. I really do like that this is like blowing out, because you rarely see that. Like, that's because we have our very high contrast on, because that's what would happen in real life, but Blender doesn't do that like automatically, because they keep everything like uncompressed or whatever, or not compressed, but they keep everything between 0 and 1. Okay. I really should rename these cubes so I can select them easily, because I'm having to change them quite a bit. Is that all? That is all. No? Yes? Maybe? That's all. Okay, you can do Control F2. Set name, new. What are they called? Wires that holds. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, and I think we want to make these a little bit thicker. Thick. So they're more visible. Because we don't want it looking like it's floating. Then we're totally diverging from the look. Shade smooth. We can alt shade smooth, I think. So it's applied to everything. Yeah, and these need to have the same material. Okay. Amazing. So good. Very good. They now have the wires material, and I kind of want to make them transmissive, because why wouldn't you? Might just add another light just for these cables. That's how bad we need to see them. Okay. Kind of like that. That looks awful. Straight up awful. Just decrease the strength. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just have this be that. Whatever. This kind of looks like a street light when I think about it. We don't want people thinking that. If people can think, like, they are not the smartest at times. You never know what another person who doesn't know what the actual 3D scene looks like will think it is. Okay. These are too thick. Control A. Yeah, better. And these will get their own little material. Link them. Okay, and we'll make it a little bit darker. Cables, wires. Yeah. Okay, and this is what I'm kind of talking about. So you might say, this is enough. No, wrong answer. We need to add the little, like, connection-y thingies. These guys. Like, that can just be a cube. But they are there and they're adding to the scene. We'll make that the cable-y wire. It's catching a bit of that light. Awesome. Alt D. Okay, we got a triple one here. We'll have another triple one down here. Smaller. Look at our reference. Alright, we also have a little guy just going along like that. No, that's too much. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay. this is getting too much attention. We want to keep this pretty dark. And it's getting affected by this guy. So I don't know really how we would do that, to be honest. I mean, we could just darken the image. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Okay. This looks too random. You don't see what it is. It doesn't make sense. This light here. Which is annoying because it's like quite cool. It's a pretty nice light, I would have to say. I'm just trying to angle. Actually, I'll just get a light, area light in here so we can kind of get some more shadows going. Yeah, this kind of stuff. Oh wait, these are not even connected to the wall at all. Like they're floating. Huh, okay. Well, great, now we know that. These need to be even thinner. Why are they like not even changing thinness or whatever? Doesn't really feel like, oh wait, right. Like that. Okay. They're now visible only due to like the shadow. Which is alright. I don't mind it. Doesn't really bother me a lot. Ugh. Yeah, nah. I don't like it. Gonna bevel this guy. Like that's gonna solve any problems. Okay, same here. I don't like this shape, it doesn't feel logical. I feel like someone would do that. I think this might need to be just sent back a little bit. Select. Okay, and move. That's better, honestly, that's better. Yeah. And I'm not sure if I want to have that, like, wireframey looking garbage on the roof. But maybe I do. We'll just have to test it. And I got some of these guys going from the Greeble thing. Okay. This is a quite minimalistic scene, so I'm not sure if that would work. I think this is the wrong piece. Something more like flat. Hello. Don't crash, please. That'd be awfully awful. This is still loading. No, no, no. Oh my god. Guys, this is not the greatest situation that has. Okay, good. Never mind. It's alright. It's a pretty good situation. There might be a problem if this doesn't get closed, though. Microsoft, just please. Come on. Come on. Quit. Okay, good. I thought it was just gonna not quit. That's like the worst thing. when the software just doesn't obey your commands, doesn't follow your commands or whatever. It doesn't fit in the slightest. These are like two different types. Okay. Let's get a nice light in here and then this cube. Not that we really need that, I don't think. What is that called? Like wall light. Chrome is very slow today. And I even have the Swedish Chrome. What is going on? I want a more industrial wall lamp. Like the cheap cube guys. Industrial. And it's gonna take like 2 hours to load. No, this is not industrial. Come on. Is this industrial? The answer is no. Okay, well, I don't want to search for cube wall light industrial because I don't think I'll find anything good, but I'll do it anyways. Yeah, no. Wrong. Concrete. No, come on. How hard is it? This is literally what I have in my scene at the moment. Oh, this is cool. It's so complex. Well, no, this is not really what I'm looking for either. What is that thing called? What is something like that called? Outs? No, outdoor. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look at some of these. I think they might, like one of them might have even like a light in them. This is the same thing. I like that. I like this too. I think I want to have an exit thing because that kind of gives some more connection to reality, I would say. No. 9. Man, brutalist stuff is pretty cool though. I like it. Like indoor, that's like next level. Like this, damn. No lights are to be found. Maybe wall light. Like this needs to. No! Still no. Yeah, finding reference is not always easy. Here? No. That's cool. Now we're just looking at cool architecture. Okay, outdoor, industrial, wall lamp, please, or maybe wall light, please. Maybe lamp was wrong. No, fuck. God damn it. Okay, this is the closest. This is actually something. This is kind of what I'm going for. That took forever. Okay. Just gonna model that. Keep this as reference. Okay, I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna save this image down so you guys also can look at it. Oh, wait, open. Aren't I just nice? Okay. Look at that. You can also look at it. Amazing. So let's model a quick goofy version of this. Okay. Something like that. We're done. Maybe move that down a little bit. And just take these guys, pull those up a little bit. And it should be more compressed, I feel. No, there's no reason. Just keep it like that. Okay. And could maybe even bevel this. Yeah, bevel these guys too. And it should be inset like that. Then we have this interesting thing. So I think I'm just gonna add a cube. That's gonna have like emission stuff on it. Yeah. Still want to keep a little bit of a gap. Okay. And this guy is gonna get beveled later. Something like that. And scale that down even. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. Shade smooth. And look at that. Amazing light. Looks so good. Wow. And for this, we are gonna use... I think we could just use the wire cable. Cable wire. And just make this glass light. Transmission, roughness. Do we have our bounces? We do. Why is it so dark? Well, maybe because it's not getting any light. I think we need to move this. Oh. Like that. And okay. Diffusion. I think I might have a texture. Diffuser texture. Pretty sure I do. Maybe I don't. That's annoying. Yes, I do. Never mind. Okay. So I'll scale that up a little bit. Ooh, and I will plug that into the bump. I just got a better idea. What happens if you have emission? Oh, that even looks good. Even. I think by deleting that phase tells Blender that it's okay. Maybe not. I think we should just use a solidify modifier. Yeah. Okay, bump. Then we're just gonna duplicate this guy. Make him a little bit smaller. And we will just make it emissive instead. Great. We have to line these up a little bit later. Okay, and then color ramp. We just make it blue. And then we just crank this up. And we change the position to this guy. I think we might have to blow this up a little bit. We'll make that blue. Make this like white almost. And just to be safe, we don't want this emitting light into our scene, so we'll do the old transparent light path trick. Ka-ching. There it is. So we can just crank the emission on this guy. It's not going to change a thing. Awesome. Okay, and let's not forget to get rid of this guy, because it's only there for viewing the cables. I think we should just get rid of it completely. Amazing. Alright, let's render this guy. It's not done yet though. And let's lower the noise threshold a little bit. Denoise. Just have a normal composite. And fire up After Effects while we're at it. And we'll hit this with a 512. 512 samples. Okay. 1 hour and 17. It's alright, it's alright. And hopefully we'll get this studio file open today. Okay. To avoid. Wait. I'm just gonna do this. Avoiding all spoilers and stuff. I don't think there are any spoilers, but I don't care. Here, take the spoilers in. You've already seen this shot. So this doesn't really have a name, but I think we should what should we call it? Hanging lights. Doesn't really have a T number either. Just call it experiment. Hanging or parts, because that's, I think, what I called the actual thing. Okay. Amazing. Very good. Cool, cool, cool. Render that out. T31? No, no, dang it. Fuck, what did I do? I don't think... Oh, maybe not. No, yeah, right. There's already a T31. That should be T40. Now I lost something. Great. Import, Control I. Stills. T40. And I'll add my EXR preset. And now we don't have the contrast, so it's looking like booty. But that's fine. We can add that afterwards because it's just the same stuff. Okay. Oh, I like this. I do like that. The shadows and stuff. This is too... These colors aren't really lining up either. And we forgot to fix this guy. The orange light appearing. I honestly don't care. So I think it's fine. But we need to get that studio. Assets. Studio. I think, yeah, studio is loading. 74% downloaded. Okay, interesting. That might just have to load. Or we don't load it and we just get some new studio lights from the interwebs. Where should we go searching? Sketchfab. Always go for Sketchfab. Fab and lights. No. Come on. Light 3D models. No. Studio. Light. I like that Mixamo is... Mixamo? Jeez. The Sketchfab. Again, I like that Sketchfab is very responsive. It's very smooth to work with. Okay. But minus points for when I logged in, it just got me back to the start page. That's a rookie mistake. Bring me back to where I was before I had to log in. Come on, download 3D model. Always GLTF. Yeah, it's GLTF, right? Okay. Extract. No, fuck. Okay, it's rotating. It's animated. I forgot. Wait, these are parented to the rest of the car. Wait, I can just Alt P, clear and keep transformation. Import GLTF. Studio light, scene, blah blah blah. Hide everything else. Let's select everything, clear and keep transformation. Get rid of all these goddamn empties. Alright, are we clean? I think we are. Let's join all these together. Okay, yeah. Join and then Control P. So we can move this around and still. Okay, great. Alt H. Unhide. Now these should be bigger. Come on. Or they should be longer. GZZ. GYY. No. No worky today. Okay. Why can I not just extend them? Extrude? That works. That's fine. It's kind of awful, but it works. No. Extrude along normals. No. Okay. What am I doing? Extrude. We'll just do 0.15. And we'll do the same for all these. 0.1. You gotta scale them. No, extrude them. Extrude 0.15. No. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I hate it. Okay. Extrude 0.15. And then this guy. Extrude 0.15. Amazing, so good. That took way too long. Alright. We have our light, but I think there are some fishy things going on. Okay, everything is one texture. I don't want any emission. Or yes, I do. Yes, I don't. Something. Does it look alright? Maybe. I think it looks fine. Oh, except for these guys. Who have gotten destroyed. Uh, just close this down and close it back and open it back up so we can get the proper UV editor. Okay. U cube projects and just leave them out of the light section. Okay, how does this, it would be glowing, this would be freaking blowing out the whole thing. Okay, we need one here. I wonder if we should put that like from the ceiling or something crazy like that, like hanging down like that. I wonder if that would be too crazy. Not really too familiar how all of this lighting shenanigans works in real life. Okay. I think that's fine. No, it's not fine. That's not fine. This we need to rotate to be a little bit bigger. And I am going to slide this up. No, are they not connected even? Come on. Alright. Oh, and it can't even like bend that much. Maybe this was not the... Yeah, that doesn't work. Physics don't work like that. No, no, no. That would just tip over. What do you do? I know. You make it work. Isn't that inspiring? We just put this at a normal height instead. Yeah. Light is coming. Oh, right, but that's... You could kind of just put it like that, no? I mean, that kind of works, to be honest. If it looks like it works, that's all you need. That's enough. But sum this up. Metallic, yes. Normal map, I doubt it's working. Maybe it is. But I'll what do I do? Maybe 0.1. I honestly can't see a difference. Okay. Yeah, and I will make the emission the orange color. Ooh, that is awful. No, no, no. 999. We don't see it, so we don't need to do something. I'm tired. I'm tired. Right, I'm tired. My brain is not functioning properly. We'll paste this old gunk and connect that into the right socket, please. And no, is that the right socket? Yes, maybe, maybe. All right. Is it fine to just crank? Yes, we can crank. We are going to crank this to the max. Yeah, look at that. All right. I think that's pretty fine. Maybe we should like add some interesting pattern. Ooh, that's good. Yes, wide box. And I think I'll just scale this like that. Yeah, I think that looks like it would make more sense physically to support such a big structure. Okay, we got one light there. Maybe we'll have another light. Yeah, that looks kind of stupid, but we'll have it here. Maybe we'll make it like that. Okay. Change this to be blue. Oh, that's the wrong one. Great. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, what do we do now? I mean, maybe we should like make these very large. We don't want it to be too distracting though. I think this might not be the greatest idea. Hmm. Yes or nah? I don't know. It's too much of a damn distraction. Alright, we'll render this too. While we make this shot look like magic. Okay. Control Alt Y, gotta learn how to use those shortcuts. Color, and I can add some lumetri. I think we can make this look pretty nice with just a few effects. Yeah, up the contrast. Saturation, maybe not. I think the saturation is pretty wild at the moment. So we don't want to mess with that too much. Highlights should go up because I want this to be blowing out. Not too much though. I think 20 is pretty good. A good like kind of, oh, that's good. That looks realistic. I don't want it to, we don't want to see too much of the scene because like it's kind of hard to do with a regular camera. So I mean, that looks amazing. I like that. That looks fucking cool. Maybe it should be black and white. Why not? Like, why wouldn't... It's my freaking short film. I can do whatever I want. I think that's pretty cool. Black and white. We might do that. Okay. But I'll make it in color first. I can decide on that later. Just messing around. Pulling... Like, really going nuts. Seeing, like, what kind of works. I think we'll go to the red side today. And I'm gonna make my highlights pretty darn yellow. Yeah. Okay, and I think that's the basics. I don't want to add a lot because that's kind of lazy. But, oh, I might just see what happens when I do. Okay, film vision. Show me what you got. Well, it's making stuff more cyan, which is pretty cool. We'll just have it at 9, just very, very slight, not even making much of a difference. Okay, so let's get our FX layer in here for the effects. So let's start off with a nice fast box blur, 0.1. Get those sharp edges out of here. it kind of hurts when you do that, but it needs to be done. That's kind of what you have to offer up. Okay. And we'll add the deep glow. Ah, the glow. The deep glow. Okay. And let's pull this threshold up. Oh, we should have added fog. Maybe not. But maybe. This kind of adds that haste back. And I want to set this to be like maybe 20. Like really intense on the very bright parts. Does that look good? I don't know. This is a very sharp image. I do realize. Yeah, that's just an observation. Let's see what happens if we add some chromatic goodness. Nope. No. Okay. And I'm gonna add some juicy overlays of grain. Maybe even fine grain. Overlay. Put that on top of the effects. Nice. That's looking pretty good. Okay. I want to add some selective color. Kind of tune these up. Just try adding one of these effects and sliding stuff up and down. See what looks good, what doesn't. That's usually like how I do it. Like, yeah, that looks good. Let's go for that. Man, if this recording for some reason would have not had sound, that's the scary stuff. That's what keeps me up at nights. Okay, I think I want to make this bluer. Maybe not. Maybe I want to saturate it. This is bothering me. These are two completely different colors. Let's yoink the hex, that one, and just paste it there. Okay, now they're the same. We're not gonna keep these studio lights. No, hell no. Get rid of that. Bye bye. Okay, I will still keep them. Shite stuff, but they will be hidden from the world. Okay, I think from what I saw from the last render, I think it's a little too blue. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's getting affected by the red. It kind of gets perceived as being more purple. And if it looks like that, it's gonna look like that. Obviously. So I think we are gonna tune this a little to this side. Not too much. Okay. Yeah, this matches more. Okay, that's good. Alright. Let's see what happens when... I think I want to change some of this stuff first. little bit less yellow. Okay, more blues in the blues. More magenta. And I'm just kind of seeing like, this is look professional. I'm kind of going after that. And I'm not like really sure. Just thinking. Like, do I even need this? Not sure like, if it even adds much to the scene. Okay, if we just kind of hide that. That'll permanently just kind of a temporary solution. This is just too annoying. Yeah. Just a little random. Okay. T41. I think this one is gonna look a lot better. Import. Okay. And if you hit Alt and drag this, it's just gonna replace it. Oh. I'm not even noticing a difference. Wait, I know. I could just do that. Okay, there's a difference. Very slight, but it's there. Okay, final stuff. I'm gonna add a fast box blur. Horizontal. Oh, no, that's the wrong layer. Another one. It's gonna be called Edge. This is the anamorphic edge stuff. Okay, so fast box blur. Horizontal. Like that. 5. Q 3 times to get the spherical mask. Subtract 150. Maybe pull these around a little bit. Yeah. And now these edges are going to be a little bit smeared. It's kind of hard to see, to be honest, in this. Some cases it's more noticeable. It's there adding, even though you might not actively think about it. 10 is too much. 6. I think that's good enough. Alright. This is our render. Was not at all what I was expecting. Wait, we do need to try this. I'm not really liking the red and blue, to be honest. It feels too generic. I'm not sure. I'll kind of figure that out. Let's see what happens when we make it black and white. Yeah, that looks very cool. We can see what this does. We just have to change, like, it's pretty simple. Like if I, yeah, if I do this and just change this to be emit. Oh, why is that not working? I don't know. I don't care. But like if I want to have changed this completely, like the color, I could just add a solid, make it white, and no. Like that. And then add some feathering. You can access the feathering by hitting F, by the way. 5. 3. I don't know. You could mess around with that. If you want to change the color, that is. But I think black and white, I mean, I might go for that even. I think that looks pretty darn cool. Might like increase the grain or something. All right, this is our final results. Either that or this, depending on which one you like the most. Might do the blue. I don't know. All right. Yeah, that's it. And hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. And yeah, have a good one. Bia bia.